that we're explaining here, this kind of schematic, but they still sometimes need to interface with Microsoft applications because they can't do some of the stuff that Microsoft does the same way Microsoft does it. And sometimes they do, but then they're not compatible with everything else that is out there. So what I'm trying to tell you is you will still might see some Unix networks, but they still might use Microsoft print services. Or you will see out there some Macintoshes out there, but they might still use domain controllers so they could use Active Directory and group policies because the machines that they're using are Windows. So this is not bad to know, because doesn't matter what type of network you find out there, you might still find they're interfacing with some Microsoft kind of scheme so that they can make their network compatible and functional. So VPN server, very important. So we're going to go for another server. And I don't want to go into a lot of more different servers. There's a lot of different more servers we could still keep on adding on this list. We're going to stop it on this 7 server. We're going to call it the server 7. We're going to stop it on this server. But you can still find your you can still find your web server. You can still find a lot of different other servers that you can still keep on adding on your infrastructure. And then I could bet you that if your infrastructure is large, you will find a lot of more servers. Like you can also find mirror servers. Mirror servers meaning duplicates of these servers running also on those infrastructures, so that if one of these servers goes down, they still get full tolerance on those servers. That without counting that they might have raids. You might have backup servers, which is our servers only dedicated to doing backup to these servers. Is a lot of other servers we could still find out there that will be very functional for an infrastructure. But in this case, we don't have as much time, and time is of essence, so we're going to stop on this server. And what is going to be this server? Well, this is a server I like a lot. I call it the ESA server. This is the only server that I'm willing to negotiate. Okay? All these other servers, probably they will be doing these functions, but this server I'm willing to negotiate. What I mean by negotiate? Okay. I like Microsoft, and I guess that's obvious through all the different presentations I do. I talk very good about Microsoft, and it's not because I think that they are like, I don't know. It's just that I do understand that they do their job good, and they do it very good. But the problem is, you're going to tell me, well, Dario, if it's true that they do it so good, how come all their servers and all their networks are easier to hack than any other servers? Well, I already explained that in one of my videos, and it is not that I believe that Microsoft is weak. It's that I believe Microsoft is open, is an open operating system. You can learn it pretty easy. You could go out there and find a lot of information, and that is what makes it a little bit weak, because by people knowing what it does, how it does it, it's easier for them to start working ways to attack it. So that's my view on why Microsoft products are hackable. It's not because they're weak. Believe me, I don't believe that a company that invests so much billions of dollars in research and development could be weak. Problem is a lot of people out there, and they're interested in learning all this stuff. So they really find ways because they have time, and time is what you use to find these weaknesses. So this ESA server, which would be probably your firewall server, will be probably your proxy server, will be probably a lot of different things of what has to do with your security on your network. This ESA server, I have a formula for it. This server, if your company is willing to invest, okay, so here we're going to go to a little bit of money. If your company is willing to invest, okay, we're going to call it $1,500 and down. I don't want to go more than $1,500 for this server. Well, then this is what they should be looking for, because it'll maybe be a little bit more, but it'll be around this price range. and all the functionalities that they're going to get on this server are so huge that is almost is equal as if you would invest on a very expensive router that would probably do much more than this, or maybe the same. But let me explain that. But if your company comes with a budget for you know what, this is going to be our security, we want to invest money on this stuff. This is what we need, this is what we want to invest to. So if they tell you, we're about to go 5,000, and 5,000 is pretty conservative. We would probably have to go higher than this, very higher than this. You know what? I'm sorry, and I won't say 5,000. Must have slipped. I don't say 5,000 because I just quoted one a few days ago, and it's not even near that. So let's say 9,000. 9,000 more realistically. 9,000 and up, okay, and up. Well, if your company is willing to invest 9,000 and up, well, then I will recommend going into routers. And routers, maybe going about Cisco, maybe going about Linksys. It's a lot of different brands out there, Cisco being one of the best. But it's a lot of different ones out there, very good also. And when you're talking about routers this expensive, oh man, you're talking about gadgets that you will be playing with them like for a while. You will probably get antiviruses included in there. You will get control about your users, what they could web, what they could browse, what they can, what could come in, what can go out, what ports can you open, what port can you close. A lot of different functionalities and a lot of type of logs, so you can know what they're doing. This is mad cool. When you're talking about this type of network of routers, mad cool. You're talking about a lot of functionality, very expensive functionalities that you will probably not get here. But even though this is a low cost, you get a lot of these same stuff for less. And me being a fan of Microsoft, I will probably go for this, unless we're not talking about huge corporations that are willing to invest on this type of networks. Real cool. The only server we're willing to negotiate with a customer for a router or a server. The rest I would like to keep it on servers. Okay, and it's very important to remember that all these servers are connected one to the other, and obviously you know that, and that all these servers are going to be within a domain. Okay, remember, domain names are a triangle called by Microsoft. So all these servers will be within one domain. I make this clear because I am not talking about a lot of corporations in different areas. I am talking about one domain within one corporation. So this could be in one company, and this could probably repeat himself on each company of these. So very important to know that. Even though, remember, these companies could probably be using a lot of different features so that they don't have to replicate all this infrastructure